What's up, garden nerds? Today we're going to nerd out on the Aravaipa avocado tree. Make sure you subscribe and like this video. Let's go check it out. All right, guys, we're here with Dallin King. He has the unicorn behind him that most people don't think exists, but it exists. What's up, Dallin?
Hey.
Beautiful. All right, Dallin, so tell us what this is.
This is an Aravaipa avocado tree.
How old is it?
It has been in the ground for 4.5 years.
And when you planted it, how small was it?
When I planted it, the very top of the tree was at my belly button. It was in a 7-gallon pot, 7-gallon container.
How thick was the trunk?
The trunk was thick as my thumb.
How long ago again was that?
4.5 years ago, so it was October of 2015.
Okay. And have you gotten any fruit off of it yet?
So 2 years ago, in 2018, it initially said about 20 fruit, and then only one fruit hung on to ripen.
Okay.
So, and we ate it. It wasn't probably like a little smaller than a store-bought avocado, but it tasted good.
You like the taste?
Yeah, I liked it.
Okay.
Hard to describe. It tasted like an avocado.
Okay.
I mean,
okay. Because a lot of people say it doesn't taste like a normal avocado, but you think it did?
yeah, it was creamy and smooth. Had that kind of buttery avocado taste. If I had, I wanted more. I wanted more to taste it, try to get a little, see if I could taste anything different. But I wanted more. I'm excited. Hoping for a lot more fruit this year.
Tell me, how many fruit do you think are on it now?
I think there's about 200.
Okay. Now, when it set fruit last time, did it start out with a couple hundred and a lot of them fell
It
off?
started out with 20 or so. 20 or so, they were about like BB sized.
Okay.
And then by the time they were like maybe a pea or a peanut, there was only one left. So pretty quickly, most of them dropped off, well, all but one. And then last year, 2019, it didn't flower at all.
Wow.
We were thinking we were going to get a lot of fruit and it didn't flower.
And a lot of people think you need to have another avocado tree close by to flower, but there's no other avocado trees.
So I actually just planted one, a second tree, because I was my parents wanted one.
Here it is.
And so it's tucked behind the peach and the plum tree, getting quite a bit of shade and protection this first year.
And what kind is that?
This is a Hall avocado. It's a B, it has a B-type flower, whereas the Aravaipa is an A. But when I planted it, there was like 2 or 3 flowers that were open, and that was like it. And that corresponded with this. I can't imagine the fruit set on this is any better because of those 2 or 3 flowers.
Right.
So, and then 2 years ago, there was definitely nothing here, and we still got fruit set. So I don't think you need another one.
So tell me, because this is a question people ask often. Let me come up here and see the trunk. And how often do you water it?
In the warmer months, from like April through October, its first couple years I watered it every single day.
And how much water were you giving it every single day?
Well,
Do you
I don't
know
how many gallons? And it's hard to tell because the sprinklers water it for the grass. They kind of go a little beyond where they are, so they're watering this. And then the neighbors have plants on their side, and it's close to the wall there. So, and plus there's a bunch of water here. I don't know exactly how much water it is.
And then are you fertilizing?
Yeah, I fertilize every spring. I fertilize different every year. The first 2 years I added a lot of compost I got from Jay Behringer. And then maybe the last 2 years, yeah, definitely this year and last year, I fertilized with just a water-soluble fertilizer, like a Miracle Grow type fertilizer. It wasn't Miracle Grow brand, but it was like that. And it was like every maybe week and a half, I would just get a handful, put it in a watering can. From like March 1st to May 31st. So probably over maybe eight or so times I had a handful of that, and I just watered it in all around.
So nothing, you don't have like a very routine?
No, and one year I think I just put a bunch of wood chips and like horse manure, just different types of manure chips. So I've fertilized it different ways, but I always fertilize it February through May about, and that's when it seems to grow. When I planted it, there was already a fruit tree here that I ripped out and planted it. And the recommendation was to plant with a third compost, a third of the soil that Seamus O'Leary sells, the lava rock, mulch, lava sand, and then a third of the native soil. So that's what I did. But there was already a lot of amended soil there because there was already a fruit tree there. So the native soil that I put in was basically heavily amended to begin with. And it was a big hole with lots of compost. When I put the garden hose down, the soil just slurped it up it drained so fast. I thought it was a mistake. I was like, this soil is draining so fast, this tree is gonna dry out so quickly. I'm gonna have to water it every day because the soil was so fast draining. But turns out that might have been the best thing I could have done.
So maybe that's part of the success is the fast draining soil.
Fast draining soil and very frequent water. Last year I had it watering every other day, but this year with that small avocado tree on the same line, I decided to switch back to every day. And I don't think it hasn't hurt it before.
And tell everyone, where do you live, or where is this planted?
This is in Mesa, Arizona.
And this is probably, what do you think, like 15, 20 feet tall?
Yeah, it's about 18 feet tall.
Okay, because you're tall. How tall are you?
I'm 6.5 feet tall.
Okay, 6.5 feet tall, and this is huge. I was not expecting it to be this big. It's awesome. All right, guys, so we're up here on the roof. Dallin, you're 6.5 feet tall?
Yeah, with my shoes on, I'm exactly 6.5 feet tall.
And look at that, it's still a little bit over his head.
So I'm on a 10-foot roof here.
You can see down.
Top of my head is 16.5 feet from the ground.
So if you do it right, put it in the right place, 4.5 years, that is huge. Awesome. All right, guys, so you see this unicorn does exist. Subscribe to the channel, comment below if you have any questions, and also comment below what other trees and other fruit related things or garden related things you want us to talk about.